We are live. Jack and Diana, if you want to test your screen. Diana first, please. Okay, if you will turn them off. Jack, come on, please. Diana. Hang tight. Okay, so regardless, Mike, you are on the left. Queen is on the right.
So I'm not facing her right now.
Correct.
Okay, I got to this is going to take a few minutes to reposition. I got to move this monitor over so that I can.
That's okay. We can wait a couple minutes because we got to get our audience anywhere. So anyway, so just turn off screens and we will let everybody know we'll be starting in a few minutes.
Can we try it with the car as well?
Please do. So Diane and Jack off, Marcus and Maria.
So Maria comes in first?
Any way you want to do it, yep.
Well, it doesn't matter, you said?
Yeah, it seems even if you shift it, the person, it doesn't matter. Hang tight, I just see Maria. You are actually correct. Driving.
Well, I look this way and she's there?
Yep.
Okay.
Hang tight. Let me just confirm. It's a little delayed. Almost. You're still driving. Still driving.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
And then I look this way, right?
Give it a second.
Okay.
I think so. Yep. It's just there's a delay, so hang tight.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I see you smiling. He's looking at you. Hi. Let's see what happens. Still a slightly delay.
I think you're looking outside.
Yep. Perfect. It's perfect.
It's good? Okay, great.
Perfect. Yep.
We're looking at each other?
Correct.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Cool.
All right.
All righty, so we're all arranged. Okie dokie. All right, so as we are getting our audience going, hopefully this is showing up. Did you get the ping, Justin? Give me 1 second. If not, I want to make sure that we're getting it out there.
I did
not.
I don't
see anything yet.
You should
I don't get anything yet.
Should get one in just a second. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Amy Lebec. I'm the Executive Director of Inclusive Theater of Western New York. And tonight we are excited and proud to present to you 3 short plays by Mark C. Lloyd. The order of the shows tonight will be A Coffee House, which is directed by Dallas Taylor. It's Up to You, which is directed by Chris Barker. And It's on the Page, directed by Virginia Brannon. At the end of all 3 plays, we will in fact have a short Q&A. So if you have questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. We'll be taking a look throughout the plays, and we'll gather them together for at the end. One last housekeeping note, this is being live transcribed. So if there are issues with transcription, our apologies. They will get better once we have rendered and put the video up on YouTube. So hopefully they will help enhance your viewing. But if not, please know that as we go forward, they will continue to improve. So without further ado, I will turn the night over to Dallas Taylor, director of the first play, A Coffee House.
Up first, we have A Coffee House, directed by myself, Dallas Taylor, a short play written by Mark C. Lloyd. We have Diana, played by Queen Robinson, and Jack, played by Mike Kowal. Our setup, we are in a small coffee house in upstate New York. Both characters are talking to the audience and cannot hear each other.
I come here to relax. It's quiet here.
I come here because I like the coffee and the scenery. It's quiet here.
I don't come here to be somebody's pickup or to be a man's conquest.
I don't come here to pick up a woman or a conquest, if that's a good way of putting it. I like to meet new people. Okay, so many of them happen to be women. Hey, so sue me.
It's not easy being a woman. All we really need to do is just breathe to get a man's attention. And sometimes not even that.
It's just so easy for women. Sometimes all they have to do is just breathe to get a man's attention. And sometimes not even that. Yeah. You're reading the same paper I am.
What?
Art Noise. The same paper I'm reading you have.
Oh, it's a big city. They're all over.
Yeah, you're right there.
Not uncommon in a coffee house either.
Yeah. I guess you have a point there.
I just want to read my paper, drink my coffee, and if I could smoke, that would be even better. I'm not looking to get into a conversation with a stranger in a coffee house.
Conversation is important to me. You can never beat a good conversation, except maybe for a nice cigarette.
I know you're there. It's a little overbearing.
Sorry, nervous habit.
Excuse me, who are you?
I'm Jack Hope.
Hello, Mr. Hope.
You can call me Jack.
Mr. Hope will be fine for now.
For now implies there will be more conversation.
For now implies nothing.
That's okay. If you feel more comfortable that way, can I sit at your table?
No, that seat over there looks much more comfortable where you're at.
Sure. Sorry to bother you.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't mean to be rude. I had a rough day at work. I had to terminate one of my employees. It was a rough one.
That's okay. Some are more approachable than others.
Some? What's that supposed to mean? Some are. What's some are supposed to mean?
Meaning people, some people. It wasn't a slam towards you. I hope you're not one of those.
Of who? Who is them?
A sensitive person.
I'm not a sensitive person. Not at all. You can ask any of my friends. I'm not overly sensitive.
I never said overly sensitive. I just said sensitive.
Well, I'm not that either.
If you say so.
Well, yes, I did say so.
Okay, if you say so.
I just don't like the cat and mouse game of men. Can't they just be honest? Tell me when black is black, when white is white. Can it just be that simple? Simple. Just simple.
Can a woman be honest? Why can't she tell a man if she's interested? If they have a hang up, tell us. Why can't white be white and black be black? Is that such a problem?
There is no problem.
Diana.
Yes, Mr. Hope.
Ouch. That just didn't have a smooth edge sound to it when you say it.
It's not intended to.
I wonder. I think my voice is going to give out if I keep talking from so far away.
Very funny. Listen, I don't know you, and I'm not used to talking to strange men.
I'm strange? I think you have to know me a while longer before you can call me strange.
Who says I want to get to know you?
Well, you are speaking to me.
Don't assume anything.
I guess there is no hope for you.
Oh, that pun was so bad you should wash your hands.
Wow, is that a sense of humor? I am impressed.
I'm not here to impress you. How'd you know I was going to say that?
You are predictable.
Predictable? What do you think? You know everything that I'm gonna say and do?
No, sometimes assuming isn't that bad.
So, are you a specialty coffee drinker?
Why do you care?
Touche.
It's an herb tea.
Do you know that many herbs have cyanide in them?
Is that in your How to Kill a Man manual, or is it something you save for private use?
I grow my own herbs.
Well, if you are herb free, can I sit at your table? My voice is seriously about to give out.
No, you're fine there.
My ego just got crushed by your heel.
Cute, but you're still okay there.
Wow. Give a guy a chance.
You have no chance or no hope.
I'm not very good at this coffee house conversation stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm not any kind of a flirt.
Look, I'm not looking to get flirted with.
So why can't we just talk?
Are men capable of a conversation? Are they?
I like a good conversation. Why can't a woman feel the same way?
Only talk?
Yes, just talk.
I really hate it that I feel like I'm giving in to you.
You can be a challenge.
A challenge is a mountain full of snow, not a woman.
Well, I have met my share of cold women.
I bet. Are you going to continue to make silly small talk or sit?
Small talk is a nervous habit I have. I noticed you don't have a ring on your finger.
Why are you looking at my finger?
I'm sorry. Force a habit. You have a nice finger. Very nice.
What kind of sorry case are you, finger lover?
I don't make a point of flirting with married women.
So you are a finger lover. There is no flirting going on here. Remember, just talk.
I was trying to.
You have a strange way about you.
Jack, no more Mr. Hope? I like when you say my name.
Go back. Take your finger-loving eyes and go back to your table now. You kind of like that dirty, wet dog in the rain. Should I feed him? Should I let him follow me home?
Okay.
Or just ignore him so he doesn't follow me home and get my rug all muddy?
You lost me on that one. You're afraid I'll get your rug dirty?
Never mind. You're very frustrating to talk with. I know you're staring at me and I wish you would stop.
Can I come over there and talk? Just talk. I will wipe my feet so not to make a mess of your rug.
Boy, Eve must have gone through hell with just Adam around. Just the two of them?
I am sure the fig was a herb.
You're frustrating. So frustrating. Just talk.
Just talk.
No flirting.
No flirting.
Will I need to wear gloves?
The finger is safe. All of them.
Okay. Well, I'm not staying much longer. Why enjoy myself? I have been so far. Wipe your feet and come on over.
Thank you.
Don't look at me that way.
Like what?
Like you have an agenda or something.
Sorry, I wasn't where I was.
You're smiling.
And?
You're flirting.
Smiling is flirting?
Yes, it is.
I didn't know that.
Would you stop it?
I can't help it. You make me want to smile.
Go back. Go back to where you were.
But why?
Because I told you no flirting. You promised no flirting. And what do? You smile. You smile. I can't believe that you smiled at me.
My legs are getting tired. I can't even smile.
I told you no flirting.
Force a habit.
Look, I'm not here to meet a man. Can you just understand that?
I'm not looking to pick you up. I just wanted to talk. That's it.
A man always has an agenda. Always.
Men like to talk. It's nice to get to know a woman. There is no agenda. All men don't have an agenda. They don't.
You're so full of it. Why else would you start talking to a woman you don't even know and you're not trying to pick her up?
Why are you so defensive? You sure are a defensive person.
I like it that way.
And why are you still single?
Why are you still stupid?
Ouch.
Why can't a man apologize once in a while?
I'm sorry.
It's about time. Okay.
Why can't a woman accept a man's apology once in a while?
Let's just forget about it.
Works for me. Well, I say stupid things. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Is that a good okay?
Well, it wasn't a bad one.
Good okay, what?
Okay, you can come back here.
You mean next to you?
Yes. I know that would be, your next question would be, why prolong the agony?
Are there any guidelines I should know?
You're giving me a headache.
Should I spackle in my dimples in case I smile?
No need.
This is like on holidays when I was a little kid. I was able to sit at the big table with all the grown-ups.
Does the herbal tea make you the way that you are?
What am I like?
Yeah, no. Eccentric may be a good way of describing it.
We are all eccentric in our own way. You, for example, have been gently bouncing your leg up and down ever since you crossed them.
I have not.
Body language means everything.
Body language is overrated.
Don't be embarrassed. I call it nervous sensuality.
What?
I know. Go back to where I was sitting.
Sit down. Nervous sensuality?
Yes.
Explain.
A very sensual woman. She's also nervous because she has trouble handling her own sensual being.
Please clarify that for me.
Sometimes a woman who is sexy tries to cover up for it as though it's some kind of injustice.
Excuse me. You don't even know me. How can you characterize me in that manner? And who are you to call me sexy and attractive?
Who said I was saying you are sexy or attractive?
So I'm not sexy and attractive?
Look at you. I mention you are attractive and you get offended. I mention you are sensual and it's though I've insulted you. You can't handle what you manifest.
I manifest nothing.
Yes, you do.
I manifest nothing. There is no manifesting happening here.
I think you do manifest.
I don't even know you. Who are you to judge and analyze me? We are complete strangers. I come in here for a cup of coffee and I get a lecture on how sexy I am.
I didn't say you were sexy.
Yes, you did.
I said sensual.
All right.
Now you are upset because I didn't say you were sexy.
I am not. That's ridiculous.
You are.
And what?
Sexy.
See, cat and mouse. That's what men think that when they deal with women. I never did like cheese.
I feel a back and forth interplay is good for building a relationship. And I honestly feel the woman likes it too. Why am I thinking about cheese all of a sudden?
I feel I am attractive, but I really wouldn't say I'm sexy.
I would say you are the sexiest woman in this room.
Ha ha.
I'm not trying to upset you. I come in here like I do every Friday. Get a cup of overpriced herbal tea, hold the poison, read the paper, and see what happens. I see this woman, and I feel the need to speak to her. And instead of sounding sincere, I come off insulting her and getting into a confrontation.
How surprising.
Yeah, I don't do a good job covering it up, do I?
Sometimes a conversation with a man is all a woman really wants. Maybe she'll give him a chance. Sometimes.
Sometimes women just want to talk too much. Sometimes.
It's nice that you can see that.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You've been there.
Uh-huh.
We're still talking to each other. Can you believe it? After all the trips from one table to the next, we're still talking to each other.
Yes, we are.
You're smiling. You're flirting. It's kind of a surprising bond. Two strangers, opposites, much like Beauty and the Beast.
You're hardly a beast.
Who said I was the beast? Sometimes a good hot cup of coffee can just hit the spot.
Sometimes a good hot cup of coffee can be a girl's best friend, and it can really hit the spot.
All right. Great job. Our next play is titled It's Up to You. Again, written by Mark C. Lloyd. Marcus will be played by Justin Shorty, while Maria will be played by Sadie Everhart. It's midday.
She never answers. Never answers.
What are we waiting for?
Why don't you ever answer your phone?
Did you call?
I've been waiting here for 20 minutes.
Well, what are you waiting for now?
Nothing. So it starts.
Well, come on, let's go.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I don't care. It's up to you.
I don't care neither. I just want to go out, drive, experience the scenery, the beautiful fresh air.
Yeah, me too. Let's go. Anywhere. Oh. Oh my God.
Hey, what's wrong?
What's wrong? Don't you smell it?
Smell what?
Shut your window.
Why?
The cow shit or the horse shit. Whatever, don't you smell it?
Not really.
You must love the smell of horse shit. Whatever, will you just close your window?
All right.
Oh my God.
What's wrong now?
Oh my God, it's so stuffy in here.
Okay, open the window. Do you want to stay away from the farms again?
Just because you like the smell of cow shit doesn't mean I do.
I thought you grew up on a farm.
I did.
You must have had constipated cows.
Oh my God, you're so...
Where do you want to go?
I don't care, it's up to you.
Oh. Guys, have you ever fallen for this? It's up to you setup? Yes, unfortunately, we all have. Bottom line, we are all fools, aren't we? Look at her. Look at her. Look at the wheels in her head. The wheels are turning in her head. We got nothing turning in our heads. It's empty. Oh. Look at her. A woman so beautiful, The confusion she gives me that passes through her mind. Again, we have nothing passing through our minds. How can I be so stupid to fall for it again? Let's go. Let's go check out the sights, the scenery, the beauty of Mother Nature herself. Hey, why are you looking at your phone? Look around. Look at how beautiful this is. Where do you want to go?
I don't care. It's up to you.
Ah, see? 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 It never goes away. Never. Never.
Why are we going this way?
I don't know. I just am.
Well, there's nothing down here.
I'm just driving.
Well, there's nothing down here.
I'm just driving, Maria.
Well, I don't know why you're going this way. There's nothing down here.
Help me out here, please. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. I don't care. It's up to you.
It's not up to me. It's not up to me. Or you. Or you. Or you. Okay. Okay, now. What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
What's that noise about then?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
It's just, well, just forget it. Forget it.
Now she throws that one out. The oh, forget it. It's bad enough that it's up to you, but now I have oh, forget it. It's not fair. It's up to you, and now oh, forget it all in the same time. It's just not fair. No, sir.
Let's just forget it and drive.
Drive?
Yeah, anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, it's up.
It's up what? What's it up? Tell me what it's up.
It's up.
What?
It's up to 70 today. Nice and warm, huh?
Yeah, 70. Very comfortable out here, isn't it? Oh.
I'm getting hungry. Are you hungry? I know I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
I could eat something.
Yeah, anything. What are you hungry for?
I don't know. It's up to you.
It's up to me. It's up to me? Can't you ever just make a decision? Why is it always up to me? That's all you have. At your age, you have no life skills beyond it's up to you. I'm serious. What the hell is wrong with you?
That was fun. Thank you very much. Okay, the next play is It's on the Page by Mark C. Lloyd. And Nick is being played by James Barkham. Myra is played by Jesse Pierce. And the poet is played by Anthony Baldwin Jambroni. They are in a coffee house, right? And Nick is sitting there writing on a newspaper, and Myra is next to him.
Baby, I love the way her hand feels on my face.
It's like roses on a cloud, Myra. Oh, and the aroma of a lily.
Are you going to use that in one of your poems?
Maybe.
And you're testing it on me?
No.
How many of the poems you claim are for me are test poems?
What? What do you mean, test poems?
Seriously, all the poems you wrote for me, were they really for me? You do a lot of writing.
Where is this coming from, this test poem stuff?
Why can't you just answer me?
You're serious? Oh, I can't believe you're serious.
Yes, I am. There's something suspicious about all this poetry stuff you write.
Wow. Well, a second ago, I'm rubbing your face, and now we're on the verge of having an argument?
There's no verge. There's no argument. I'm just asking a question.
The poems I wrote for you were for you.
The poems you wrote for me?
Yes, all of them. There was one I wrote before I knew you, but well, then I rewrote it for you. Why did I say that?
You rewrote a poem for me? A damn second-hand poem? Thank you very much. How wonderfully romantic.
Wasn't secondhand. No secondhand. Firsthand. Look, I wrote it and I didn't like it. And after I met you, I was inspired to rewrite it. So see, all firsthand. No secondhand.
I have someone else's poem. I'm going to leave. Maybe it's the most original thing I can do.
Where are you going?
Not here. Go read some more secondhand poetry.
Why?
I'm not your secondhand poetry whore, Nick.
What? Why would... where did that come from? What? I never treated you that way.
You made me believe that something that mine was it. As petty as it sounds, it's a pretty big deal to me. Without some trust, we don't have much.
Something just happened here, and I don't know what.
Figure it out.
I wrote her a dozen poems. What the hell does she want?
That's one angry muse you got there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Who the hell are you?
I am the poet.
Yeah, whatever.
Master is my middle name. The master poet.
Funny. But seriously, who are you?
I am who I just said I am. I'm the poet.
The poet?
I am the master. I am a concoction of every poet you've ever read and loved.
Interesting.
Oh, for instance, in your younger and more disturbed years, I was there for you as you blindly stumbled through your Edgar Allan Poe years. And then there were those Willie Shakespeare years. I was there. You were in your 20s and you had absolutely no clue what you were reading. You were a dumb bastard.
Okay, that was rude.
Oh, no, it's not. It's the truth. But you did redeem yourself, though. You got into E.E. Cummings and all the small letters and the two M's. You floated through all those weird punctuations with the breeze of a buffalo winter.
All right, into this coffee. I'm cracking it.
Not the coffee, it's the cream. Anyway, I lost you in your 30s. I think you were into your like Billy Collins years. A funny guy, you know, but likes to talk about lanyards for some reason.
I happen to like Billy.
I bet you do. So, whose writing are you into now?
Oh man, you know I am loving the words of Maureen O'Connor, Sinead Tyrone, Jeffrey Nash, Fred Whitehead.
Never heard of them.
Well, that's your problem. Oh, and Matt Boyle and Michael Finelli, a playwright and a poet.
Damn, I thought they were both dead.
What? No, they're both alive and producing amazing work.
I've read better furballs.
I'm gonna punch you right in the head. You're an idiot for saying that. What gives you the right to say stupid crap like that?
It's in the script. I know the writer.
Wait, what script? Wait, what writer?
It's on the page. If it's on the page, it's on the stage. The writer's a hack, but it's a job.
I don't like you.
I knew you were gonna say that. It's right here. And I don't give a shit.
All right, how do I get rid of you?
Oh, we've only got a few more pages to go. Myra still has to come back.
She's coming back?
Nah, you believe the script?
Just stop with the script crap. Is she really coming back?
Yes. And I know how it ends. Oh, I've got a big pencil here with a big fat eraser on it.
And
that hack writer is snoozing, and we can make a few changes.
Changes? How? Wait, why would I make changes? What do you know?
I know you're not going to like that ending. Ooh, no. What?
Why wouldn't I?
Why are you doubting me?
I'm not doubting you. I just...
Yeah?
I'm doubting you.
I have a big fat pencil here. Number 4, you know, here, it's twice as number 2. A big fat eraser, yeah. You want me to use it before that hack wakes up? Just let me know, yeah.
Okay, let's use your number 4.
Yes! All right. Okay, so this here, get rid of that. All right, it's gone. Yeah, all right, fix that here. Yeah. All right. Myra enters. Oh, wait. M-Y-R-A, not M-I-R-A, right?
Right.
Myra enters. Myra says.
Sorry for leaving the way that I did.
I'm sorry too. It was all my fault.
Oh, wait. Hold your cows.
Wait, why?
You didn't do anything wrong. Don't apologize. That's not on the page.
I feel I should be.
Oh, but I feel it should be. Do what I write. Do it how I rewritten it.
All right, fine. You've got the pencil.
Myra enters.
I'm so sorry for feeling the way I did.
Yes, you should be, you crazy ass bitch. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't help myself.
I would never call her that name. Just stop messing around.
Okay, let's get serious.
Don't apologize. Let's forget it.
Oh, Nick, let's not fight.
I don't want to either.
I have something I need to say to you. Something I think that you're going to want to hear. wanted to say this all my life.
What's that?
Damn it! The pencil broke! Damn number 4. Ugh.
Woohoo! Way to go, everybody. Congratulations. So I'm going to invite everybody to come back on screen. Really, really excellent work.
Wow.
And can we have, yep, there we are. We're all back
A lot of
now.
fun.
We're
Yep.
in our Brady Bunch squares, as Justin told us earlier we were in. So congratulations, everybody. That was awesome. Another round of applause.
Yay.
Terrific.
Great job,
really
actors.
great job.
Yes.
We couldn't have done this tonight without our awesome writer, Mark Lloyd. He is joining us right now. Mark, do you want
Yay,
to
Mark.
say a few words?
Whoopsies. Technical difficulty.
Yeah, I know, right? We're getting there. We're getting there.
I like how Justin using the old-fashioned window opening.
Yeah, that improv really has paid off for you, Justin. Well done.
I didn't spend 20 years in mime school. So.
So Mark, can you tell us, just in quick abbreviated form, what your inspiration for these 3 plays were?
Just watching people.
Go to
coffee shops, you listen to conversations, you hear a lot of the stories.
And that's really like a cool thing, because I know that like a lot of times, writers are going in, they want to write this big meaty piece, right? But often that story, that one small piece, is really the most important thing to look at, right? Like that gets us where we need to learn more. So it's really, really cool that you've been able to take those pieces and make them into really awesome pieces of work. Dallas?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I like in all the plays, the breaking of the fourth wall in all of them. I think that's really cool, especially for this Zoom medium. I thought that was a really cool aspect of all 3 of them.
It comes from years of watching the Flintstones.
Well, that's another really good point. So Mark, when you wrote these, was Zoom like a thought, or did you just, okay, so it was just to be staged as a 10-minute short?
I love breaking down the fourth wall. The first play I ever wrote was that way, and people said, that's kind of crazy. Well, then I'm going to do it then. So, I love breaking down the fourth wall.
And it was awesome, yeah.
Being absurd is funny.
Well, you've landed in the world of absurd with inclusive, so yeah. Thank you. And our 3 directors, what was this experience like for you guys? You've been doing this now for quite some time, and every writer is different. Did this kind of shake up what you're accustomed to, or have you gotten to enough of a rhythm that you feel like, I got this?
Well, I really enjoyed this. I thought this one was a lot of fun. It was really funny, and because going from some of the more serious stuff that we've done, I thought these were really funny. It's a lot of fun to work with this. The timing is always good, and the writing was very good on it too. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Mark.
I agree. I think sort of we've gotten, especially us as a group, we've gotten to a point where even though it's on Zoom, at the end of the day, you can pretty much perform theater anywhere. So just having it be here on Zoom and doing it for a year, literally now, it's kind of like just secondhand now. And also the plays were great. The actors are always great. So it in a way, it felt normal, if I can say that in 2021.
Yeah, like whatever that means.
New normal.
Yeah, and I'd echo that. I think that was extremely well written and a lot of fun. And both Justin and Sadie did phenomenal jobs this week. I think they're both, extended, or they made the most. It was a very good script, and then they, with their acting ability and improv and just kind of thinking through the characters, really helped to bring it to life even more. I just had to kind of watch. It was just kind of fun watching them this week go, and they both did a great job.
Yeah, and I would concur. Like every single actor here, we have now worked with at least twice. And to see your growth and development as performers is super exciting for us. And then, to have that you're sharing those talents with us is awesome. And I just want to kind of kick back to something Dallas said. We've been doing this a year, and I can remember when we first started, people telling us that Zoom theater wasn't in fact theater, and now it's the only way people do it. So it's really a cool thing to know that when other people were kind of saying, oh, this is not real, that we said, yeah, it is. And we're going to keep doing it. And one of those reasons that we do things that we do is for accessibility, right? Like we talk about this, and this harkens back to our earlier conversation about access in the arts. Many of the actors that we work with come from situations where it's going to be quite some time before they're able to go back on a stage, whether that's for physical reasons or medical reason or whatever that is. It's going to be some time. So to be able to have these really rich and endearing plays, and to have you guys bring them to life and put so much of yourself into them, like it makes me super proud. Because again, people said we couldn't do it and that it didn't matter. And it is mattering, and it's important, and it's keeping us together as a community. So kudos to all of you, to be able to sit here in the back seat and watch it is fantastic. And I couldn't be more proud of what you're doing. So thank you. Thank you for continuing to step up and share that with us. And I will put the actors on the hot seat too, for this time around. What was it like for you?
It was really hard knowing which way was which.
Well, that was a problem tonight. We thank Zoom for that, but you nailed it.
Yeah, I agree with what Justin said. These especially were the type that you needed to know where the other individual was.
They all came across so funny. I just thought they were just awesome to see them in the beginning and to see them come all the way through is absolutely awesome.
Agreed.
I know I had a lot of fun with this one. Like I love comedies in general. Like it's probably my favorite thing to do on stage. So of course this was this is exactly the star of stuff I love to do. So
yeah, like for me, it was easy to know what direction to look because I'm only interacting with James and I'm literally right next to him, and I never interact with Anthony. So,
and I think I felt comfortable just looking at the screen for Anthony's interactions because we're pretty much breaking the fourth wall that entire time. He's like this kind of above it all, figure anyway. So I don't think it didn't feel wrong to just be interacting with him that way.
And I liked doing this one because I've actually worked with both James and Jesse on many occasions. Mm-hmm. So when we were told that the three of us were doing this, I'm like, oh my God, I worked with these guys a million times. Yeah. It's really easy to do this with them. So
yeah, for sure.
I pretty much knew who I wanted pretty much right after I read the script. I was like, this is going to be perfect. I just don't think I'll do it, And I think that with them being able to play to the camera in a way, it's another way to help draw the audience into the actual frame itself and try to give them a closeness and a feeling of actually being there. So that's what I always tell them to do, is just look at like we're doing it on TV. So
well, and I did want to go back to one piece in that idea of being the comedy that we needed, right? Like it does seem that the last few things that we've done have been a little bit more serious. So it was nice to be able to laugh. I know in rehearsal last night, and then there was a couple of times I had forgotten to mute my mic and I was just cracking up because and it was in all three. And I was like, okay, that is a great line. Like I can, so it was fun to change that up because we do need to remember to laugh. Serious issues are important. We need to talk about them, but sometimes we need to remember that it isn't always about that. Like we have to have a good time. And I think tonight was just epitomized that. So thank you, Mark, for letting us laugh a little bit at ourselves. And I mean, and you literally laughed at yourself because the master poet you said last night is you, right? So it was kind of great. So yeah, if you'll speak a little bit about that.
Well, the master poet is me now, kind of, and the other character is kind of me 20 years ago. So we kind of talking to each other. So and it's interesting. He's got a beard too. So
Yes.
There you go.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Oh, yeah. I admire you for doing the Zoom theater because it can't be easy. I'm sure it's a lot of work. And I always find the great motivator in theater is when people say you can't do something. It makes you want to do it.
Therein lies the entire mission of Inclusive Theater of Western New York. Like, we've literally heard that since the beginning. And anybody who knows me even remotely will say, don't dare her to do anything because she'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you tell me no, I will find a way around it. But that being said, you know, I also love to find people that also challenge that no. And I think every single person in this room does in fact do that. I mean, you know, inclusive theater is all of us. It's not one person, but it's a whole lot of, you know, little shitsters that want to keep, you know, challenging what people believe. And I think that's important, especially now. You know, we need to keep changing how people interact with one another. And while we're understanding the importance of difference and how beautiful that makes us truly, right? Because if we were all the same, what a boring world it would be. And I really firmly believe, like, literally everybody that has come in to work with Inclusive at any point in time has been that type of person. And I think that's terrific. And we'll continue doing that like forever, because, you know, why not? That's what you're supposed to do. And I think artists are supposed to do that. Yeah, and I'll get off my, you know, soapbox, but that's why we're here. We're going to keep fighting for that. And because a lot of the conversations, you know, I was just talking to Virginia, the complete and utter frustration I have when we're having conversations about diversity and inclusion and never including groups that are part of that. This idea of cherry picking certain people, which is good, but in unity, there is power, right? And, you know, this particular example was what happens when people with disabilities aren't included. And that's, you know, kind of one of the pieces that we have been staunch supporters of. And, you know, you can't have these conversations if you're not including everybody at that table, because then you're only serving part of the dinner, right? We all need to be at that table to have our voices heard. And that's important. So, Dallas, do you have anything else you want to add?
I was just going to make a point going back to what you talked about with accessibility, and you can't have accessibility without the actual product. So I just want to give a shout out to the actors who actually participate in being here on Zoom with us, and the playwrights who continue to submit Zoom short plays for us also to perform. So shout out to those people to make something that is accessible for more people. And I also wanted to ask Mark a question, if he's prepared for the diss track play from Mark Boyle and Mike Finelli for killing them off in The Master Poet.
Well, you got to kill your friends off. So I've once a year I write a play for Mike Finelli's little festival, and I always mention his name in every one of them. And I think his wife really enjoys that. So.
I was really expecting them to tear you apart in the chat tonight. So I'm a little disappointed that they've been nice, but maybe they want to be killed off tonight. I don't know, but I am sure that we will hear from them both.
Yeah, it's not over yet. It's only 9 o'clock.
It's early. That is fantastic. That's a great question. That's really good. And it is super cool. Like, they can go back and always hear their name. I didn't know that you did that. That's awesome.
I usually throw one of their names out.
And this time you killed them both off. Kudos.
Yeah, why not?
Well, hey, why not? It was awesome.
Now Finelli will kill one of his. So.
I look, and hopefully we'll be able to stage it. Like, this is the greatest thing about it, right? Like, do it so we can perform it.
Yeah, I think the whole cast was amazing tonight. They did a great job. You had me laughing out loud several times.
Well, kudos to the writer, because that's why we were laughing. So well done. Great job, actors. Great job, directors. we have about 3 minutes left before we wind down for the night. Does anybody have anything they want to toss out there, or any feedback that you want to give about life? I don't know. Well, that's a hard question. I guess that's a no. So like, I'm gonna have to, oh, this is great question. Future projects. For Mark, are you working on anything now?
I have a few plays. I have a poetry book I'm working on.
Ooh, the poet. No, listen, keep us posted on that.
Yeah, so I have 3 books out. One, I find them on you find them on the internet.
If you have a link, can you share it with us? Well,
if you go on my Facebook page, I usually pop it up there at least once a month because I'm a PR whore. So.
Well, this is great. We love that. Any actors with any upcoming projects?
I believe Mike and I have some upcoming murder mysteries.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about those. You have a minute.
Yeah.
Well,
there's one scheduled, right, Mike?
Pardon me?
There's one scheduled for sure, right, Mike?
Yeah, we're doing one in September on a train between Gowanda and Hamburg. We'll be doing that a couple of times, a couple of days on a weekend. And we have a few others that we're trying to work out the final details, all in the fall. The Roycroft, the Grand Island Kiwanis, Lewiston Historical Society. We usually do several a year, and we can finally get back into it. People are talking to us about rescheduling in the fall. So we're optimistic.
This is a good thing. Yes. And I just hope, like, kind of my end of this is that I hope that even as we return back to whatever that normal is, that we'll still continue to remember that are people on the other side that are still looking for opportunities.
I think it's freezing.
Yep.
I was like, is that me?
Places and do things.
Hello?
And, there we go. Woo, it went crazy. Let's pretend that didn't happen. So anyway, just lastly, in our last closing, it is 9 o'clock. Next week, we begin filming for a collaboration with the Restoration Society. May 6th through 13th is Mental Health Awareness Week, and Inclusive Theater will be reprising Stigma. It'll be Stigma 2. And we have some new works coming from Claire Boyle. We have a couple new pieces coming from Justin Karcher, and we will also be revisiting Quentin Gray's Headspace. And we will be sharing those once they have been distributed by the Restoration Society. So just to conclude, thank you all so much. Thank you, Mark, again, for letting us stage the performances. Thank you to Dallas, Virginia, and Chris for doing extraordinary job directing. I can't thank you enough, as well as our actors, James, Jesse, Anthony, Justin, Sadie, Mike, Queen, thank you. We truly appreciate all of your work and all that you contribute regularly to Inclusive. So with much gratitude. So we will see you all next month. I believe the date will be, if my calendar will open, it may not open ever. It should be May 22nd. We are back here again with 3 short plays. So thank you all. Have a great month. Be safe, get vaccinated, and take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.